dum ba da da dee dum. Da dum ba ba da dee da dum. Ba 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 dum ba dum boom. Alright, looks like we are up, we are live, we are connected, we are good to go. So, let's go. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, hey there, and welcome to you. My name is JGardo1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to the Guardian Studios experience. We are diving back into the world of Crumbach, my friends, where we have so much work to do, and so little time to get some stuff done. Last session, you guys may remember, we completed this, our XP and gold farm, dubbed the Great Nether Gate. Ain't it a beaut? Ain't it a beaut? Oh man, this thing is huge. This portal is absolutely stinking huge. So much obsidian. So little time it took to build this. I wish that I had built this so much sooner, because this is going to save us a ton of time. I can feel the levels already. I can feel the levels just pouring in into our person already. But before we get serious about grinding out the levels, before I start doing AFK sessions here, I need to do a few things to tweak this farm and prepare some stuff on the side for future success. Mainly, I need to get some materials to make some more chests and hoppers for storage and or conversion of all the items that are going to be dropping in the gold farm into forms that we can actually use, or else that we can more easily dispose of. We're going to need to set up some mechanisms to convert gold into greater forms. We're going to need ways to, well, that I think we can worry about down the road. But the main thing we need to worry about right now is we need to get enough hoppers and chests to make it so that we've got a ton of storage for the gold farm. Because the plan is for me to be able to go AFK at the gold farm and get a ton of XP out of it, and gather a ton of gold in the process. Now, gold is going to be a little bit less certain in how much we get, but the rest should be relatively easy to predict. Actually, I don't know what I was about to say there. In short, we need storage. We need storage for the gold farm, and we need it, like, now. We need it now. If we can get enough wood to make enough chests, we will never have to worry about running out of storage space in the gold farm ever again. And that's the goal. That is the goal. We want to make it so that we don't ever have to worry about running out of storage in the gold farm again. The longer we can go without running out of storage in the gold farm, the better. There is also other things I need to start seriously working on. One of them being, I need to work on this. The Great Stone Temple. The Great Stone Tower, rather. The Stone Tower was never meant to be just this giant stone hopper, as some people have called it. It is essentially, in design, a stone hopper. But it was never intended to just be the hopper. It was always intended for it to have extra parts. Additional attractions. which would in turn be other ways of getting access to the parts of the tower. So we're going to work on fixing some of the flaws in the design today, if we can. We're also going to farm up a bunch of wood, because we need as much as we can get. And I'm not going to be picky about what kind of wood I farm. But I think for now, we're going to stick to the wood types that we have the greatest need to stockpile right now, which are birch and dark oak. After we've got a good bit of dark oak, we'll probably switch to farming pale oak in the double wide tree plots. In my tree farm, I have set up a group of 2x2 tree plots, which are specifically meant for dark oak and giant trees. If you're not sure what the giant trees are, it's the oversized spruce and jungle trees. They provide a lot more wood and can provide a lot more saplings back when broken down. So I like to work with them more than any other kind of tree. Gonna make sure we get as many saplings as possible from these trees. Hello, Ellison! Burger. For the record, that is not exactly my gimmick, but I appreciate being able to indulge in it a little bit. It's kind of funny. What kind of... Okay, it's Fortune 3, so I don't have to worry about accidentally making leaves stick around that I don't want with this particular axe. That's good. For a split second, I wondered if I would be seeing a bunch of leaf blocks fall to the floor of the tree farm if I broke any with my axe. Choppy, choppy, choppy. There's the other thing that we do. Chicken jockey! Our little quotation from the Minecraft movie. Thank you, Ellison, for not disappointing me. I honestly kind of find it funny that we do that. So thank you. Thank you for continuing that little tradition as it has become. It's honestly very entertaining to do that. Oh, and there goes Ellison sinking into the ground. Alright. Chop, chop, choppy. Chopping up the trees, chopping up some trees. Oh, dearie me, a bunch of wood for me. There are times I wish there was an easy way to quickly chop down a whole boatload of trees in one go. But the rest of the time I find myself too satisfied by the process of chopping up wood in Minecraft to really be true to the desire. Now, if anybody does make a way to quickly chop down trees in a hurry, that's available for no cost on Bedrock Edition. Somebody please inform me who's done it and where I can find it, because me wants to be able to quick chop trees when I'm actively trying to farm a lot of wood. And I am trying to farm a lot of wood right now. Yeah, those bits. How are we doing anyway? Wow, over a stack of saplings. Oh no, Ellison, what? You didn't send them after the cows, did you? Why would you do that? I mean, I guess the greater herd is ready to be culled down to a minimum. Just tell those baby zombies to leave a handful of the cows if they get to them before I do. Because that's one of the things we're going to do today. We're going to actually cull the herd down to a handful of adult cows. The farming herd, we're actually going to give them a culling down to only a handful. Hello, Mr. Redstone Torch. Welcome to Guardian Studios. Or welcome back if you are a returning viewer with a different name than what we've recognized you as before. Either way, welcome, welcome, welcome to the session. Hope you are having a good day or night, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, then hey, hope the stream gives you a moment to relax and makes your day a little bit better. I also hope the same for everybody else watching, whether you were watching live or watching after the fact on the video format. I hope everybody is having a good day. And if you're not, hey, let the stream take your mind off those things that are stressing you. And just chill out, man. Just take a little chill pill. Have a little relaxation time and watch some moron play his way through a game he loves. For the record, nobody else can call me a moron. I am the only one allowed to call me that. I am so glad I lined this floor with gravel. It makes it, honestly, a lot easier to work with this farm. I don't have to worry about my axe chopping through it in a hurry. Wow, that's not very many saplings, is it? Definitely needed to use my fortune hoe on tree farm with birch wood. I'm glad I decided to grab birch for farming over here, because clearly we need a bunch. We need a bunch of it. Watch this epic guy mine trees. Wow, Ellison. I would not have called me epic, but thank you. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm taking out those blocks for the moment because it's getting annoying not being able to just jump down to here and carry on. I don't mind having to jump to the water flow to go up, but coming down, it's easier if I can just jump. Especially since we got feather falling on our boots. Having feather falling on the boots makes it so much more convenient to just go ahead, take a running leap, and jump. Or get a running start and jump to the ground. Or in this case, the bridge connecting the Great Stone Tower to the rest of the treehouse base. I really ought to automate this thing. I ought to go ahead and automate this machine. That's part of why we need iron in our lives, which is why eventually we are going to have to make an iron farm. So that for any iron-based needs we may have, we'll be able to procure all that we need of iron. And put away the dark oak saplings. Wow, we really don't have many dark oak saplings. We have way too few dark oak saplings for my liking. Put away the sticks. I'm going to have to use some of these later. I also need to make a cocoa bean farm and properly farm glowberries at some point. Aw. Thank you, Ellison. I just saw what you said about the whole moron joke. Because that's what it was. It was a joke. I was just playing around. But I appreciate your wish to deny the moron claims. Anyway, with that little bit of work done, let's go grab our wolves. Ow. I actually meant to fall into the water, not hit the ground. Let's grab a bunch of our wolves. We're going to take them with us. Go over to the cow farm. The one with the big herd. And we're going to unleash the hounds. We're going to unleash the hounds upon the cows and see what happens. And I'm bringing the entire wolf pack so that we have the maximum number of teeth going off at the cow's burger farm. Funny, Ellison. Funny. Yeah. I mean, I guess it is one thing you can call it. Fair warning, it's going to be very loud over here because we have a ton of these guys. Still waiting to either be farmed or culled. So, yeah, it's going to get loud. Wow. That is going very smooth. This is going smooth like butter. I think part of it is because we've got a knockback sword. And we're able to hit the cows where the wolves have an easier time attacking them without getting in my way. And whatever ones the wolves don't go for, I eliminate. See? The wolves are just going ham on these guys. They are quite seriously demolishing any cow that I send flying. Kind of cool. They are extremely efficient. If you ever doubt the effectiveness of wolves at hunting in Minecraft, just come back and look at this moment, because this is very efficient. I'm not going to kill any young cows, any baby cows, so whatever's left when we're done culling the herd, we're going to leave alone until they grow. Good job, wolves. All the rest of these guys are still babies, so we're gonna leave them alone. I don't harm baby animals if I can avoid it. We got a lot of meat out of that. And a good amount of leather, too. Nice. Thank you, Ellison. Thank you very, very much. You're very kind. Alright, let's bring the wolf pack over here. We'll sit them down for the time being. Once again, I wish there was a way to make all wolves and cats sit down in a hurry. Like, a way to tell them all simultaneously to sit down or stand up. If there was such a method, it would be nice. But I don't believe there is any such method. For all I care, tie it to the stinking horn. I would have no problem with that. One moment. Okay, now. Let's get down to business. That makes me think of the song. Let's get down to business. If you thought I was going to sing the whole song, you're wrong. Unfortunately, that song belongs to studios owned by the mouse. And I'd rather not have the mouse come to my house and give me grief. So we will leave the mouse and his music alone. We will leave the mouse's music alone. As much fun as it would be to sing, I don't want to risk a visit from the mouse at my house. The mouse would not be nice at my house. He would be very mean, I am certain. He is a mouse that can be nice, but annoy him, and he can be very not nice. We don't want that, now do we? No. We do not. We do not. Right, so, when it comes to hoppers, I don't have a specific number I'm aiming for. I just know that I would like to have it be that I've got enough to keep items flowing down into the storage system of the gold and XP farm. I need to make sure that we keep a steady flow. I think 8 should do for right now. Actually, let's grab half of the stack of planks I just made. We'll do that. This way we can have 6 double chests, each with a hopper, feeding downward from each previous chest in the lineup. We'll still end up having a slowdown of item processing at some point. We'll end up having bottlenecks, but we'll be able to rest easy knowing we've got 7 double chests worth of storage under the gold farm, because 12 regular chests make 6 double chests, and a hopper between each chest will keep items flowing down through the system. Eventually we'll add an extra hopper apiece, and then it will be 12 hoppers leading from the first chest down to the last one through the other chests. Plenty of storage for thousands of gold nuggets and possibly well over 100 golden swords and or golden armor pieces. I don't actually know if zombie piglins spawn with armor at all from the nether portal. I would love it if they did, because that's more gold that we can get by smelting the armor down. Of course, the same is also true of the swords. But it's also a chance of getting golden helmets, if that is the case. Which, I need golden helmets. I like to use a golden helmet as my means of keeping my head off the piglin chopping block when I go to the nether. Because going to the nether without gold is a dangerous maneuver. You go to the nether without gold. And the piglins, they do not like anybody who doesn't have gold on their person. They take it as a personal offense to bear witness to anyone moving around in their domain, the nether, without gold equipped. Something a bit spooky happened. Consider me a little bit curious. Also a little bit uneasy about where this could go, but mostly curious. If you would care to share, I'm sure nobody would mind listening. Okay, there is something I need to do to adjust this setup. I need to dig over this way a little bit so I can make enough room here to work with can't tell how far I'm going to have to go to be able to make this storage system. Okay, so chest, hopper, chest, hopper, chest, hopper, chest. Hopper. Okay, so we need to go down 2 more levels. And hopper. Good. Oh, no, can't have that there. Let's convert a little bit of this cobble into stairs. This is the easiest way I know to spread it out evenly across the space. And bop, bop, and boom, boom. Okay, and then for the rest of that, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to fill that in. I'm trying to keep this underground space here as confined to... Yeah, I see it. We don't want any spamming in our chat, please. Yeah, 3 balloons before the 4 balloons. Did I just get a creeper down in the... Yes, I did. I did. I'm not exactly happy about that. If that happened while the machine was running, fine. But it's not. So I'm not entirely happy about the fact that a creeper just dropped into my piglin. Into my zombie piglin killer. Okay, let's put a torch here, and then I want to go down at this spot. Right? I think. I'm not sure. Where? Oh, crud. I've lost track of where the, where that, space ends. I want to open this up a little. Oh, well, dang. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. And, yeah, let's just go ahead and remove that, too, because why not? There's no point in there. Okay. Alright, so... if the hole is... You know what? Let's go back up here. Cut that down. We came up so short in this spot of the hole that I was making. Okay, bop, bop, bop. Just fill that back in. It's all fine, it's all good. This is a learning experience of where everything is down here. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Oh, there we go. That's where the hole is. Oh, and that's where the outside is. Oh, no, that's not technically the outside. That's one of those little grassy cave mouths. Yeah, not really looking to deal with anything there. Okay, so this is what we've got so far in the gold farm. Alright, seriously, one more time, Butter. My name is Butter. Yeah, one more time, and you will get banned, my friend. I don't like to bring attention to when stuff like this happens, but for the record, we don't allow spamming in the chat. You defy that, and you will be called out for it. You will get banned. Alright, that creeper is going to be stuck in there. So, it might behoove me to go ahead and drop my trident down into the system so that it goes ahead and starts killing things. Yeah, I know you guys aren't happy about that. There we go. I love this machine so much. Give me my trident back. Put it back on the wall. Okay. Did I close the door? I did not. Close that door immediately. We don't want anything coming down here. That is the last thing Misa wants. This is gonna be messy. Mine no want that. I definitely do not want those stinking, I don't want anything climbing down into this space by any measure. Don't worry, Ellison. Like I said, if people do stuff like that, they will be called out on it and they will be kicked. I'm not gonna hold back on that, so don't worry. It will be dealt with accordingly when or if it happens. I better take this stuff with me and get it back to the base. Before I go using this thing, I want to use it AFK post-stream. But before I do so, I want to go and fix up a couple of things. One thing in particular, back at the base. Yes, I did, Valinor. I did indeed. He is a little bit expensive for my tastes, but I've been spoiled with having previously gotten mending villagers that cost 10 emeralds per mending book. If only I could find another villager with that price. Oh yeah, once you've got mending, Minecraft becomes a lot easier. Minecraft becomes a lot easier because you can keep all your good gear fully repaired. All you gotta do is just keep taking out enemies and keep gathering XP, keep mining for the, or any extra XP. It is so simple to keep your equipment fully repaired when you've got mending. It is absolutely amazing. That's why mending is my absolute favorite enchantment. It can feel a little overpowered sometimes, but at the same time, not everything you use it with is easy to repair. Especially not on Bedrock Edition. On Bedrock Edition, we have limits on how well we can use, on what we can really use to help restore, to what we can use to fight and get XP. I'm not sure what I was trying to say there. Ultimately, the point that I was about to try to make is, on Bedrock Edition, it is far harder to use anything we have in the game to get enough XP to repair all our stuff. But people find ways of getting around the limits. That is true. And that's the whole reason why we've got a gold and XP farm now. Going for mending motivated me to... Wanting mending motivated me to actually get the stuff I needed for making a gold farm and going ahead and making one. So I could have unlimited XP for my mending equipment. Now, I haven't used it yet because I've been busy since last session, but I am going to be using it after this session for sure to start racking up a bunch of stuff. Alright. I need... There we go. I need that. I need 5 hoppers. And I need an observer, so I actually need a block. Maybe not even a block. Hang on. I've got redstone in that chest. Don't worry about that guy, Ellison. Don't worry about them. Again, if they come back still causing trouble, they'll be dealt with. No need to worry about it. It will be handled. Oh, quartz. That's what I'm missing. I knew there was something I was forgetting to be able to, Nice way to say it, Valinor. Nice way to say it. I like that. I like that. And it's also true. It is true. There's the observer. And then I need... Well, I guess I'm going to have to convert more. Yep. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Convert those to hoppers. Go down here. Essentially what Valinor is saying is ignore the troublemaker, and hopefully they will realize they can't cause us any more grief, and they will end up leaving us alone. That would be the hope. That's what we would hope to have happen. For them to ultimately end up realizing, nah, this is not worth our time trying to mess with these people. Let's just go. Yeah. Oftentimes, trolls thrive on getting reactions from the mischief they make. And if you just ignore them, just brush it off, brush it aside, don't give them the satisfaction of a response, oftentimes they will end up giving it up, and they'll move on. They may end up going after some other person with trolling, but at the very least, they'll move on to look for another person, and you'll be able to be left alone. In the event that doesn't happen, you just keep ignoring them and keep getting rid of whatever they've done that's causing a problem. Alright, there. That finishes the cobblestone generator. Or rather, the stone generator. Now we can get all the stone or cobblestone that we want. We just have to bring the right pickaxe to get whichever one we're after. I love it. I love machines like this. Oh, snap. Okay, I gotta move that chest to here. Get rid of that because it's in the way. Don't really need that anymore, do we? At least not right here. And then pop that into there. Place down... Oh, we're going to need another hopper. If we're going to set it up like that, we need another hopper. Dagnabbit. That's okay. I've got enough. What's that, Ellison? You ask guess what, and I say what? What is it? I have a hunch. I have a hunch. Not what I was expecting, but still kind of funny. Burger. Triple burger. Chicken jockey! There it is. That's what I was waiting for. I should have known you wouldn't let me down. Alright, there's a chest. Now it's a hopper. Let's go put it in place. This will conclude the upgrade of the the stone generator. The stone generator finished, we will be able to get all the stone we will ever need. All we'll have to do is sit there with the right pickaxe, and we'll get stone or cobblestone, whichever one it is we're trying to get. And yes, this farm can lose a little bit of cobble. I don't care. I honestly do not care if we lose a little bit of cobble and stone. It does not make that much of a difference if we lose a little bit. The important thing is we get most of what is produced. And I can sit here AFK, holding the button down, and boom, we'll keep on grinding. So I'm happy. Well, I appreciate that, Allison. I do. I'm glad we're keeping that joke active, because I find it fun. I find it very fun. Now let me see here. What to do, what to do. What else do I need to do right now? I guess one of the main things I should do right now is pool all this cobblestone into the into the cobble generator. Come on over here. Okay, there we go. It's all set up. Machine is good. Let's get out of that room. Ignore, Ellison. It's alright. I see. Just ignore. Brush it off. Whenever I hear the word ignore, I end up thinking inevitably of Beauty and the Beast. Another bunch of songs from a movie controlled by the mouse. The mouse with the house. Whose company are a group of louses. They won't let anybody else enjoy that music on a stream or a video without giving them grief. It's so frustrating. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Those guys want to hold sway over that music. They have every right. They're the ones that had the music made. I still wish we could use that music on stream just to help spend some time, just to help pass the time away when we're doing something simplistic or tedious or anything like that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. In any case, what am I doing? I have no idea. The stone generator is now properly operational. Oh yeah! Little side towers and the farming of birch and dark oak. I almost forgot. Actually, I outright did forget. I forgot that we were farming some dark oak and birch for the saplings and also for the logs, of course. But mainly, right now, we're doing it for the saplings because we don't have many birch or dark oak saplings. I had honestly forgotten all about that. I feel ashamed of that. Ashamed that I forgot that we were working on that little problem. Working on a solution. The solution is a fortune hoe, specifically a fortune 3 hoe, and making extensive use of it to chop up the leaves and get a bunch of saplings that we would otherwise not get from the leaves if we just let them decay naturally. Plant a bunch of birch saplings. Planting a bunch of birch saplings. Gonna let them grow. Gonna let them grow into a bunch of birch trees. So we can grind down some more saplings and get a bunch of wood in the process. Have all that wood for building, and all the saplings for farming. Yeah, that was kind of a nonsense tune, but whatever, I don't care. All I care about is having fun and letting you guys come along for the ride and keeping you guys engaged. Na da 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 na 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 na. Ooh. Oh, I can't climb all the way up. There's not enough room. Those vines don't go up far enough. What's that, Ellison? You asked, do I want to know something funny? So I'm asking, what's so funny? It'd be better than me asking another question I could ask. Why so serious? Yeah, that's a question I don't want to answer. Or ask. Yeah. Alright, in all seriousness though, what's so funny? Burger. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that response. Good job. Good job. You got me. Even if that's not what you were intending to be the joke, it got me. Well done. It's going to very quickly become problematic that I'm using this hoe in the way I am. You know what? At some point, I'm going to have to repair it. But that's why it has mending. I can easily take it over to the new Nether Gate gold farm and repair it. It's just something I felt needed pointing out. Oh yeah? Think so? You think so, Ellison? Cool. Is it the Minecraft player that does the so many number burger thing? If so, that's the guy I've been associating it with. dun. Nice. Hello, Rosie. Or Rose. Rose, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Guardian Studios. Or welcome back if you are new. Or returning, I mean. Welcome back if you are returning. And if you're new, hey, welcome. Welcome to Guardian Studios and to the stream. Hope you're doing well. If you're not, then hey, hope the stream makes things a little more relaxed for you. Hope things get a little bit better for you with the stream. Whoops. That up, put that there. I'm just gonna keep on replacing any tree that I chop down until I've got more birch saplings than I can handle in the chest that I've already got prepped for handling saplings. Nice. Very nice. More and more birch wood is always good. Along with saplings. I definitely want the saplings. And there we go. Alright. Drop. Oh. Well, thanks, Valinor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I very much appreciate that. Yeah, big grindy builds being done all the time can be very, very taxing. Don't get me wrong. I like seeing what people can do in trying to build that kind of stuff, personally, but sometimes they don't show enough of the process of gathering materials and then building the stuff up, you know? Sometimes I actually want to see the process of getting all that stuff. Sometimes I want to see them actually take their time with the building process and show me how they did what they did. Because you never know. I may decide I want to build some of the same kind of stuff. And watching them do it will help me to do it. Anywhere that I'm storing apples specifically? I guess not. I'll go ahead and set these here for now. Thank you, Butter. Please remember from now on to be respectful of the rules. One of the major rules being no trolling of any kind in the chat. But, hey, thank you for the subscribe if you do. No worries, Ellison. No worries about the food thing. Totally understand. Alright, scoop up some of this stuff. Alright, how do I start it? It's wheat, then carrot, and then potato. Wheat, carrot, potato. Wheat, carrot, potato. Good. The beauty of Fortune 3. You get a ton of crops back for every one you break with a Fortune 3 tool. That's also why I was using the Fortune Hoe, for anybody who didn't understand that. Any tool that has Fortune 3 increases the drop rates of items like crops, ores when you're using a pickaxe with a Fortune 3. And when you're dealing with saplings from leaves, use a Fortune 3 hoe to break the leaves and you will get a ton more saplings than you were originally going to get. It's something that Ellison does every now and then. Sometimes she'll ask if she can explode somebody from the chat. Do not worry, I don't let her blow up anybody in the chat. Instead, I find her entities within Minecraft to explode. For example, a handful of troublesome piglins in the nether. Or a bunch of piglin brutes at a bastion. I know of one from a previous world that was simply chock full of piglin brutes. I will gladly send one of my Enderman friends with the coordinates for the location, Ellison, if you are still of the mind to explode some Minecraft menaces. Oops. Give them a good taste of their own medicine. Oops. That was not medicine. And pop, boop. Beep, bop, bop, boop. There we go. That'll help make some extra bone meal. I don't necessarily need the bone meal, but having a large supply of it stocked up would be good. The more bone meal we have, the less we end up needing later when we actually do need it. What up? Yummy. Alright, let's see here. So, the stone generator is fixed. I'll probably have to do some AFK time with that to stock up on cobblestone for things like the pillars at the corners of the Great Stone Tower. We got a bunch of saplings and logs from birch and dark oak. Definitely going to have to farm even more of both for the sake of the saplings more than anything. And then we've added some chests to the storage of the Great Nether Gate. So we'll have an easier time storing all the loot dropped by the zombie piglins that will be dealt with in the machine. I just hope I remembered to put that trident away, otherwise we gotta go farm a whole new one. The sad thing about tridents, when you throw them, you don't keep them. Unlike a bow, you're throwing the actual weapon, not just firing a bit of ammunition. You're launching the actual trident at the target. Hey, it's a sonic parrot. He's either a sonic parrot, or I don't know what else he could be. Definitely a sonic parrot. That does sound good. Mac and cheese is always delicious. In my personal opinion. Now, whoop. Oops. I really shouldn't do that, because if I do, that's going to clog up the system a bit. I'll just let stuff pile up. Ooh, mac and cheese with hamburger. I believe that's basically Hamburger Helper, and that is so good. So very, very good. I love that meal. It is delicious. Scrumptious. I mean, it's alright, I guess. No, it is actually really, really good. If you never tried it for some reason, I recommend that you do. It is very good. Scoop all that up. Let's take it back to the base. Whoop. Yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry too. That's alright. That's okay. My in-game guy has plenty of food to eat, and the real-life me has got some food that I can go take a sampling of after the stream is done. So, all good. All good. No harm done with the hunger mentioning. No harm done by stirring the hunger. Ooh. There's a little bit of XP left. Whoop! At some point I gotta come back here and get the rest of these cows thinned out once Ooh, that adds to the deliciousness of the meal, especially if they're good quality hot dogs. I always like me a good hot dog. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting a bite to eat after the stream is done. Because now I am definitely getting hungry. Again, no big deal. I've got food that I can go have. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to want food after this is done. Oh, wait, give me that leather, too. Leather and beef go in here. The excess cobblestone that we grabbed is going to go into the cobblestone, or rather the stone, I keep saying cobblestone, into the stone generator output storage. There we go. Yeah, I've got an easy means of getting a lot of cobblestone, so I'm happy on that. Our wood farm is really good. It's not automatic, it's not passive, but it's really good. I agree with Valinor, that is a kind of a comfort meal. It's a good comfort meal. And, of course, the Great Nether Gate is up and running and fully prepped up for storing a lot of stuff, so I'm happy about that. We have got some good stuff going for us, I gotta say. The only thing that might make things even better is if we can get a second trident sometime soon. Because with a second trident, I can throw 2 tridents in, and that'll double the rate of killing in the trident killer of the Nether Gate. And yes, it's called the Great Nether Gate. I think this time if I go hunting for drowned, I'm going to go solo. I'm not going to take Gary with me. Butter, I have been on this world for a few months. Hang on. Let me bring up my channel, bring up the playlist, and I'll be able to tell you how long we've been on this particular one. Because I know we've been on it for a while. Go to the playlist page, Crumbach, and the first... we've been on this world for 4 months. We've been on this world for 4 real-life months. Butter. Granted, every session that we've done, we've only gone for 1 or 2 hours, but still, 4 months of dedication to a single world. Oh, yep, that's what I thought. That's a trident, man. That's a trident, man. And he didn't drop the trident, man. Really? Next time, drop the trident, man. Yes, I'm gonna keep making that joke. It's a good joke. Deal with it. I also, at some point, do want to make a kelp farm. Because I'm tired of coming out here to this space and risking my life against the drowned to get kelp. I mean, is it really that big of a deal? Not necessarily, but it gets tedious having to deal with it. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that, Ellison. That is true. That is true. Eventually you'll be able to go and visit your sister. Hey, if you miss her, you ought to ask if it's possible to visit her every now and then. Like, ask your family if they can take you to meet up with her somewhere every now and then. Oh, Mr. Drow! I have a sword aimed for your face. Won't you come and say hello to Mr. Sword? No? Then Mr. Sword and I will come say hello to you. Get over it. You asthmatic example of the undead. Yes, your water-soaked undead pain in my neck. In case you guys aren't seeing it, I have a very serious issue with the drowned. The number of times I have started a world, been in the water, and been popped by a drowned one's trident to my face. It is frustrating, that number. Okay, really, Mr. Drowned? Oh, Mr. Drowned, say goodbye. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Ellison. I'm glad you find the stream entertaining. Seriously, though, the Drowned are such a pain, aren't they? With their stinking tridents, and the fact you have to fight them in the water to fight them efficiently at all. Granted, it's a lot easier once you've got a smite sword, and quite profitable when you've got looting on it. I mean, I may not be getting myself another trident yet, but I am, obviously, getting a little bit of rotten flesh, which I can use for trading later. And more to the point, I'm getting nautilus shells on the side in this hunt. So, it's not all bad. Ooh, fishing rod. Not entirely useful, considering it doesn't have an enchantment, but I will take it. I will take it. Also not a trident man. That's okay. I do get tired of how much kelp is over here, though. That is starting to annoy me a little bit. Ah, trident man! There's a trident man! Where is he? Or was that just a dolphin swimming by? That string of bubbles could have just been from a dolphin swimming by. That kind of stinks. I couldn't tell what the actual source was. It could have just been a dolphin swimming past. The dolphins do like to race through the waters. I can't wait till I have Depth Strider on my boots. Then moving around down here will be a lot easier, and I won't get so frustrated with it. Because that's the part that really makes fighting these guys a pain. Is when you don't yet have Depth Strider and you've got to fight in the water. Oh yeah, that's smart, Valinor. I plan on making a trident farm, a drowned farm at some point, to help me farm more tridents and other loot from the drowned, but particularly to get copper. Because copper is good for aesthetics. Not to mention, if I want to get a lot of lightning rods, which I will want a lot of lightning rods to help prevent thunderstorms from being a threat to me and my bases, I will end up having to make a drowned farm in order to make it efficient. Hey, here's another guy with a nautilus shell. Thank you, my friend. Alright, Ellison. We'll see if I'm still streaming when you're done with whatever you gotta do. If I'm not, then hey, it's been nice having you here. There's a part of me that is stubborn. I don't want to stop hunting drowned until I get another trident. But on the other hand, the chances of it are still slim, even with a looting 3 sword. Because, for one thing, we gotta wait for a trident boy to appear. For another, even if a trident drowned does appear, even with looting 3, our chances of getting his trident are never going to be a guarantee. There is no guarantee, even with looting 3. Ow! Oh, that guy had a zombie nautilus. Oi! Stop smacking me with the dang trident, doofuses! Now, did any of them drop what I'm after? I can't tell if they did. They did not. Shoot! I know for a fact one of those guys had a trident, and he didn't drop it. What a ding-dong. What a ding-dong. What a ding-dong doofus. Oh well. That's what I was saying. Even if we find the Trident Boy, looting 3 does not make a guarantee of getting his Trident when he dies. It's only an extra chance at getting whatever he's carrying. Nice thing is, Nautilus shells, it seems to be a guarantee. If a drowned is carrying a Nautilus shell, you get the shell when they die, if you kill them. In the case of Tridents, though, there is no guarantee. Ever. And once again, I'm wishing I had an allay companion to help gather up all of the kelp that these guys are making me knock loose from the seafloor. It would make this work a little less tedious. Because every time I come up to the surface, I'm picking up a bunch of kelp. And I don't mind collecting kelp. It's the sheer amount of it that is becoming problematic. Did I just hear? Yep, baby drowned. I don't actually like calling them baby drowned. It sounds like I'm just outright saying a baby has drowned. I don't like that. Perhaps it's better that we call them mini drowned. Mini drowned, mini zombies. I guess it doesn't really have the same kind of impact. Especially not after years and years of them just being called baby zombie. But still, it is something that I may consider getting into the habit of. Get out of here, you numbskulls. If you don't have a trident, I don't want to deal with you. You have one? No, you definitely do not. If you did, your right arm would be up by your head. But you do not, so it is not. Hello, people! Hello, Union! Yeah, bite-sized round. Bite-sized? I'm sorry. When I hear the term bite-sized, that's one of the main things I end up thinking of is an old cartoon. A cartoon from a somewhat older show at this point. House of Mouse. Yes, it's that particular mouse. But it was basically a show where he hosted a club called the House of Mouse. And all kinds of characters from that company would show up and make cameos in the show. Every episode had its own story within the club itself, and then between portions of dealing with that story, there would be cartoons. Some of them classic, some of them newer, featuring the main cast. The mouse, the duck, the dog. Bite-sized? Nah. Fight-sized. I like that. I'm gonna have to remember that. Thank you, Union. Thank you. That actually is very accurate. Another alternative for what to refer to them as would be dwarf drowned. Just thought of that. Instead of calling them baby drowned, baby zombie, dwarf drowned, dwarf zombie. Because they are small. But I don't know. Okay, how is a zombie... How did you get down here? How was he down here? Can those guys turn into drowned? Can zombie villagers become drowned? Or is it specifically non-villager zombies that turn to drowned? I honestly don't know. An interesting question. Whoa, what? It looked like it was only one of you until... Whoa, okay. That was freaky. That was freaky. That guy just... Whoa, okay. One suddenly became three. At first it was like, hey, there's only one, and then it was like, wait, there's two? And then, oh, no, there's three. That was freaky. But kind of cool. I did not know something like that could happen. That was an experience. That was a moment of discovery. That was a genuine moment of discovery. I like that. I like when the unexpected happens sometimes, because sometimes it's an experience. What was that? Oh, that must have been a, is that a nautilus making noise? Or something? Trident. 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 Trident drowned. Did he drop it? No. Darn it! See? See? This can take forever. Because they never want to give you the tridents. Even with looting, they refuse to give it up. They are so proud they will drag their trident into their grave. They will drag the trident with them back into their grave when you kill them. Or re-kill them? I don't know. That gets down to some weird wordplay when it comes to the undead. I mean, you can't really kill them because they are the undead. They're already dead. So, are you really killing them again? Or are you just re-killing them? Wordplay with the undead is difficult. Not that it really matters either way. The point is, you're destroying them. Amen to your statement about the baby zombies and drowned. Union. Another trident. Another trident man. Trident boy. Give to me your trident. Give it to me. He didn't give it to me. He gave it to me by throwing it, but he did not drop it. He keeps dragging... They keep dragging them with them back into oblivion. Selfish boneheads. I mean, I guess they're not really boneheads, but I don't want to say rotten selfish flesh heads? That doesn't make sense. Everybody's got a fleshy head until their bones. And that statement just took a weird turn. Yeah. Clearly this hunt is starting to take a toll. I'm starting to go a little crazy. That's what happens when you're stuck on the hunt for something for a while and you're making no progress. %5 chance of dropping the trident if they have it. I am decimating the reanimated. Yep, decimating the reanimated. That's a good way to say it. I am unanimating the reanimated. I am ceasing their animations. Okay. Do you have anything that is actually worth a darn I couldn't go out and find in the world myself? Relatively simply? Because I could just boat around until I find a coral reef to get sea pickles. And I'd rather find my own dark oak forest, thank you very much, at this point, if I wanted more. Plus, I can farm the dark oak. No, I do see the free leads, actually. I just check their trades first to see if they're worth keeping the tradesman himself. If not, then I'm even more inclined to take his leads. Yeah, I do see the free... Oh! Trident! Trident boy! Trident boy! Still no trident. Ow! 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 Okay, there's another trident guy nearby. Oh, he was right behind me. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Hey! 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 Yeah, I saw him, Bluey. But I'm not telling you where he went. And there's no way you're gonna make me. Mine. Okay, I'll talk. He went to the fishing grounds. Oh, I'm sorry. I had a weird moment where I just remembered a moment from one of the Mouse's movies, and I had to quote it. Of course, I changed it up a little bit there. Oh, come off it! Either bring a trident or stay the heck away from me, you stinky little... Blah! Professionals have standards. Be polite. Be efficient. Have a plan to take out everyone you meet. Hey! Who ordered the stinking trident? I did! Give it to me! Yo! He gave it to me! Woo-hoo-hoo! We got it! We got it! Another trident for the collection! Let's get out of here! We are done! We are done with the sea! We have finished our mission under the sea! Under the sea, down here is better, downward is wetter, take it from me, yada yada yada. You can keep that for the moment. One day I will sing that freely, but for now, I'm just glad to have the tridents. A second trident to put mending on and enchant with that and make into a means for farming the good stuff. Did that sound weird? I apologize. I know that sounded weird. I don't know why I bothered asking. It was definitely weird. Anyway, let's get up into the treehouse, put this away for now. Definitely going to have to go back to the village and get mending again. Definitely going to need mending. Might also put it on this fishing rod and enchant it, see what I get. Leads, those can go in there. Copper, nautilus shells, and the tridents we're going to go put in the valuables box. I like to have a chest dedicated to valuable stuff in the earlier layers of the game. And yes, I still consider where we are in the game to be early. Actually, you know what? Let's just go get mending. I was going to say we'll wait until next time to get mending. No, let's go get mending. I want mending on this trident, and I want it now. Partly because I want to be able to use some of the XP I'll get from the XP grinding system to repair it. Partly because I just want to make so that the machine will grind down the zombie piglins a little quicker. Because theoretically, more tridents would mean you hitting more piglins, right? Theoretically, it would. There is also that. There is also that. The more tridents we have, the more options we have for enchanting them, and then using them just on the daily. It is nice to have a proper throwable trident. Can't take it into the end, of course. One bad throw off the island, and oh, trident's gone. Loyalty doesn't work that good. It ain't that loyal. But yeah, a channeling trident with oh, what is the sharpness of tridents? I forget. Yeah, well, that's why the tridents would be saved for areas outside. That's why we would have one trident with channeling, one trident without channeling, both of which would have loyalty, and then a third that would have Riptide. Never combine channeling with a wooden base. That's just idiocy. That's just absolute stupidity at the finest. Lightning bolt! Magic missile! Yeah, are we pulling that kind of thing? That's what it seemed like we were doing. Okay, give me that mending book, mending boy. The mending man has delivered. Unfortunately, his price is still absurd. Seriously, you saw that price, right? There you go, Union. I think I may have actually seen one of the videos where the guy did that. I'm not sure. It wasn't listed under its original poster, I don't think. I think someone was doing funny gaming moments. But I could be wrong. Alright, let's get this trident back to the base, put mending on it, and then I'm tempted to see if we can repair it a little. Actually, I don't think we will be able to. I wish we could, but I don't think we'll be able to. Oh well. Sorry, I am in a very good mood now. We got the trident, we've got the Nether Gate powered up, ready to go. All it is now is a matter of me spending some time AFK between sessions, grinding up as many zombie piglins as will go through the machine, and getting a ton of XP and levels to use in enchanting the rest of our equipment to full power. I mean, look at my gear. Look at my gear. The helmet is the best dang thing I've got. I'd rather have regular protection than blast or projectile protection. And Prot 3 is not good enough. That would be amazing. That would be amazing, Union. I would love it if they did that. I wish they would have done that. My thought is, make it be 3... Here's my idea for a crafting recipe for a trident. I'll illustrate on the crafting table. Let's say this is a breeze rod. Put a breeze rod here. Put 3 prismarine shards there. And then pretend this is a block of prismarine. Breeze rod, prismarine shards, and either a prismarine block or maybe, if you want to make it more expensive, a sea lantern. Make that the crafting recipe for a trident, and you will have a winner. That makes sense. There we go. Trident has mending. Oh, before I go anywhere, I want to craft another, before I go back to the Nether Gate, I want to craft up another item frame, because I'd like to have an item frame for the trident, or item frames for the tridents that are going to be going in the farm while it's active. 2 breeze rods instead of 1, and a prismarine block. Unfortunately, the crafting grid is only a 3x3. And 2 breeze rods. Once you find 1 trial chamber, you can find breeze rods pretty easily. You just kill off the breezes. Putting unbreakable on friends on the trident means they use up less XP healing. Aha! That makes sense. That makes sense. Another thought I have for the trident recipe. Again, I say have a sea lantern be involved. My thought would be, if you really want to make it costly, and make it so you have to have dealt with the underwater, the ocean monument, perhaps? Because that's the only place you're going to get prismarine shards, really. Have prismarine shards lining the top, 2 breeze rods apiece at either side, and then up the middle in the remaining 2 blocks, 1 sea lantern, 1 prismarine block. That's what I would honestly do if I really wanted to make it expensive and yet understandable, considering how good this weapon is. When you really get good at using it, the trident is a piece of work that you love to use. Union, I have thought about the chestplate and elytra combo idea. It is a nice idea. It is a nice idea, I will grant. I don't know how practical it would actually be, though. Now, let's just hope those tridents both stay spawned in while I do my AFK time. Because I am going to go AFK in the wake of this session. And I'm gonna see how efficient this thing is. I'm pretty sure it'll be quite efficient. Yeah, look at that. We're getting a good amount of XP out of this now. Already. I'm pretty sure the 2 tridents are working together to kill off the piglins quicker. I'm pretty sure the piglins are dying faster because we have 2 tridents going. Yep, automatic zombie piglin farm. Good for getting XP and tons of gold. Granted, the golden swords take up a lot of storage, but not to mention golden spears for the ones that pop in with spears. But it's worth it, because we're able to repair all our stuff really stinking quick. I mean, look at that. We already just repaired a big chunk of our axe, which was really close to half durability. Anyway, that, I think, is where we're going to go ahead and leave off this session, everybody. It's been fun. It was fun hanging out with you guys. It's been fun chatting. And I want to go ahead and say thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Whether you're watching live or watch the video afterwards, thank you again so much for watching the stream. I really, really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please be sure to leave likes, comments, subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Check out the About page for links to other pages with more content. Share the channel with your friends. Check out the playlist section, where you will find playlists for this and other worlds that I have played here on the channel. There are already 2 playlists up. This one, Crumbach, and the previous world, Galabor, are both up and ready and waiting for you. And also, please give that notification bell a ring so that you don't miss the next stream or video. There will be plenty of both in the future. With that all being said, guys, thank you once again for watching. I am JGardo1, your guide, your bard, your humble host, into the world's virtual, and I will see you all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye! Man, that actually was picks this time.